Classic Rock Beagle.
Look me out as a Classic Rock Beagle. I'm Dobbs here with Jarl, Axel, and Moser. Whoa, Moser, are you okay? Right, we review music. What's the matter, Em? Well, true. Nice, how's that going? Not so well, I take it. Alright, so what have you been up to? Oh? Yeah, we'll get back to you on that. Can't imagine why. Oh, okay. Nice. Advertising. That one might have been phrased more delicately. Have you tried international advertising? It's okay, Mose. I'm sure you'll get better with more practice. When I started writing songs, they were all terrible. That's not what... Would it cheer you up to see some of my mistakes? Okay, today we'll review 10 of my musical mistakes. These are 10 songs that I used to like that I no longer do. These songs would have been at least in the good category at an earlier point of my life. Now, with my additional experience and education, anyways, the same songs now fall at best in my lame category. 4.49 out of 10 or lower. Nothing scientific. I'm just eyeballing grades here, and I'm going to try to focus on what I saw in the songs at the time when I liked them. Are you ready to see me be embarrassed, Moser? Okay, these will be in the order in which I first liked the songs. At number 10.
I've been walking these streets so long, singing the
I remember
same
as a
old
kid,
song.
I mean a little kid, there were 3 songs that rocked my world. One of them, I stand 100% behind. I'll hear nothing against the stylistics. One of them is okay, though I can listen to Marilyn McCoo sing all day. The other one is This Pizza Schmaltz from Glen Campbell. For all its lamality, it barely made this list. But what did I see in it? First, there was an effective major 7th in both the pre-chorus and the chorus. And I noticed in my kindergarten mind movement within the chorus and a nice string response to the melody. And I really loved the resolution. It is well-crafted crap overall. It took me an awful long time to realize that Stephen Bishop sucks. This song left such a good taste in my mouth, I kept looking forward to new music from him, no matter how bad it persisted in being. Ahem. What was it? Now, when you discover new things, periodically you latch on to random things. As a young child, I went through a phase that rising melodies rocked my world. And yes, Stephen Bishop went up to a B a couple times. But don't confuse his B with the same note hit by certain other people. Bishop lends no personality or power to his high note, but at 7, it was good enough for me at the time.
Muskrat, muskrat, candle lights, doing the town and
I received my marching orders about hating certain acts in middle school. Bee Gees, Debbie Boone, Paul Anka, etc. I eventually grew into making my own judgments about them. Looking back though, I can't think a more deserving victim of this adolescent blacklist than the Captain and Tennille. I don't think they're truly untalented. I just think that they had the worst taste in music. While I find a couple of their songs okay, Muskrat Love has come to be their most embarrassing song, and I agree. Now, don't tell that to 8-year-old me. I thought at the time the chorus was nice, but it was all about the novelty of the synth noises mimicking hot muskrat sex.
Even now, when there's someone
8YO me again. Mantle rocked my prepubescent world. I'm burying my soul in the Classic Rock Beagle, but I digress. Anyways, although pretty much every Manilow song out at this time qualifies for this list, I can narrow it down to 2 songs. If the criterion is a song more hated today, I would have to say it was... yeah. However, I determined the more authentic measure should be the more beloved song from those years. And there was a point when Even Now was my favorite song. Yeah, I know. While it's not good, not even remotely, it does have some interesting twists in the chords and actually an effective ending. Worked at the time. Truck. Music-wise, my first venture out of the family hearth was when a neighborhood kid around the corner named Daryl got me into Kiss, who also stole some of my football cards. Enjoy your 1970 Walter Rock card. I dove into this hunk of cheese face first at the time. Now, Kiss actually did record some good songs in the 1970s, but I latched onto their most recent hit at the time, a fake disco 4th grade love sonnet, I Was Made for Lovin' You. Fake disco worked for me at the time, as evidenced from my love for this song. Moser, I've already proven my theory, in episode 1 no less. I also like the Re to La scale melody, but it would be better utilized in this Giorgio Moroder song. For the record, there are worse songs on this list. There are songs in this list that I more loved. There are songs in this list that I liked later. Combining these three factors, though, this is the most embarrassing entry to me. It came out not long before my musical awakening. I hadn't discovered Fleetwood Mac yet, but I had already discovered Pat Benatar by this point. Much of the groundwork for my musical awakening was done by the time this track was released in 1982. Where 65 Love Affair excels is the gap between how I regarded it at the time and how I regard it now. The 9.9 in 1982 finds itself at about 2.8 40 years later. I'm a red-blooded American. I have standards that require some modicum of musical talent, heart, and effort. Ahem. Doing the math, this means that I like Motown. Temptations, Miracles, Vandella, Stevie Martin, love it, love it, love it. Supremes, kinda.
You patronizing, snuck-up snob.
Sorry, I thought the Supremes buried their best singer, Mary Wilson. Anyways, while I can really like some of their songs like Love Child and You Keep Me Hanging On, I was mixed about some of their other songs. Even in 1982, I was indifferent about their version of You Can't Hurry Love, but I did like Phil Collins' version.
Huh? Why?
Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. Ugh. Fine. I thought this dad joke of a video was cool. Signs of development. When I was a teenager, I was okay with AC/DC. I never bought any of their albums, but I found a cassette of their Dirty Deeds album on the side of the road one day and inserted it into my listening mix. While it left almost no impression on me, to this day the only songs I remember are the title track and Big Balls, I didn't mind listening to it. At the time, the song I most liked is their most famous, from the Back in Black album. Unlike most Act Act songs, this one could be made tolerable with a different singer and arrangement. But Brian Johnson and the AC/DC formula kill it for me. I may have made comments about my distaste about attitude songs once or twice on the channel. This is true. But there was a time when I didn't mind them so much. There are a few songs that could have made this spot. After giving it some consideration, I went with this Testosterone Overdose by John Parr. You see, there was a formula for this kind of 80s bravado anthems. Sometimes it never worked for me, reference Billy Idol, except for White Wedding. But sometimes it did. I remember getting super excited to hear more from John Parr at the time, but was disappointed by St. Elmo's Fire. Decades later, my views on the two songs have flipped. Strange that. Well, Moser, are you feeling better now that I'm thoroughly humiliated? Really? You mean I went through all that for nothing? Oh, good, Moser. Cool, show me what you got. Yeah, well, congratulations, Moser. I'm sure this will lead to great things. Don't forget me when you make it big. Sure you will. Anyways, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up below if you want to see more Moser. Hit subscribe, and if I suck, tell me down below, and as always, rock on.
Yeah, you fucking with some wet-ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet-ass pussy. Beat it up, catch a charge, extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a Beagle while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play. I'll wear a disguise. I want you to park that big Mac